Hi everybody, Jacqueline here from Come From Away G&J. Greg again isn't joining us today, he is working, so I am putting part two together here for you on what to know before you go when you come and move to Nova Scotia. It is such a beautiful province and I'm still happy that we moved here, but there are some things that I want to alert you to. And number one is moving costs. So I didn't cover that in the last video. What we did was we looked into moving costs, and we had a one bedroom that we had downsized to already. So we'd already gotten rid of things, given things away. And we had all our favorite things still, and we wanted to come with them originally. And we looked into moving costs, and they were going to be quite high. So a one bedroom was going to be $10,000 to $14,000, depending on who you used. So we decided to get rid of our furniture. We sold a lot of our nicer things. We gave things away, gave away clothes. We really looked at our stuff and decided what we wanted to bring, what we couldn't part with, and what we wanted to leave behind. So I think that's really important, and it's cleansing, and it feels really good to not have paid all that money to move things. And then also we saved the moving storage, the storage on the other end. So here in Nova Scotia. So we looked at that as well. And that would have been quite an astronomical price, because we are still not living in our built home that was supposed to have been finished in May. We came in October. Things are not always as they seem. So do your research, like I said, on how long it's going to take to build a home if you buy the land. We bought the land in December of 2020, decided to rent for a year after we sold our condo in September of 2020. And then we left September 18th and came October 1st. We came with a 6x9 cargo trailer and SUV, and we had my Mini shipped. We shipped the Mini, and it cost us about $2,100 to ship the car. We had another Mini that we bought the SUV with. That was a used SUV that would be able to pull a 6x9 cargo trailer filled with our favorite things. So that's sort of balanced itself out. So our moving costs so far were nil, except for what it cost us to drive across the country and what it cost us to buy the crates that we bought from Canadian Tire, that with the snap-on lid. And we bought those, and they stacked perfectly in the trailer, as well as our favorite things. So we brought all those necessary things. And the moving and the storage costs would have been crazy, and especially storage for a full year, because we're not going to be in our home. We are presently living in an RV. We were in a cottage, and we thought we would need the cottage only till May. And the owners were lovely, and they were willing to extend, but then they decided that they wanted to sell the cottage. And we didn't want to be in the cottage showing it and having realtors come by and having to put it exactly the way it was, because they were selling it furnished. So again, do your due diligence and get everything in writing if you plan on staying somewhere for longer, because everything will take longer. The building industry is booming here, so expect delays. We have been delayed a lot, and we have been waiting for excavation and to start our build since the end of May. So we are now a full 2 months behind, and hoping that we will be in by December, because living in the RV is going to get rather chilly. It is not a winterized RV. We decided to buy the RV. We are financing it, because the cost of financing an RV is a lot less than what we would have had to pay for an Airbnb through peak season, May to October. So here we are, May to October, but we are on our land. So that is one big bonus. So saving money there, saving money without having to put everything into storage. We've already bought a lot of the things for our home. We've bought all our windows. So that's something to do in advance if you do have land that you're buying and once you get here. But I highly recommend getting here before and know before you go how long things are going to take if you are building. Also, if you are renting, find out how long you can have that rental at the rate that you have got through the winter season, because in the summer season, all those people, and I don't blame them, I mean, they get a lot more money for their Airbnbs, weekly, daily rentals, etc. So it makes total sense. Everybody is just trying to make a living. I do feel bad for any major country or any major city in this country where people aren't able to find a place to live. And yes, we are from BC, and there is an influx of people coming to this province. And everybody in general has been really, really friendly and really, really welcoming. And I thank them for that, because I know that many people are upset that they can't find a place to live, because there are a lot of Airbnbs and there's not a lot of rentals, and it's crowded. And so that is happening here. Growth is happening exponentially. Halifax is beautiful. It is grown, it is burgeoning, it is successful. It's going to be a highly successful city. The infrastructure is, as in Vancouver, it's not very good. It isn't very well thought out. So that's something to know before you go if you're planning on moving to Halifax. We are rural, we're an hour and a half away, and it's lovely to visit the city, but my stress level goes up the closer I get to the city, and I love the peacefulness of being a little bit more rural. On that note, however, you should know before you go, if you have a really nice car, there are a lot of potholes. And it's very true in this province about the roads. Now, the main roads are actually really good. So the highways are good. There's not a lot of traffic. They are expanding the highway. It's supposed to be all the way to Bridgewater. They're making it wider. And we have had no issues whatsoever traveling to and from the city, and even through rush hour, as soon as you get out of the city, you're free. So it's not like in Vancouver, and I know Toronto is the same as any major city. You are backed up, and you can be sitting in traffic for hours and hours getting back into the city, even if you've gone on a long weekend and you've gone to Kelowna and you're sitting from Abbotsford bumper to bumper, or Hope, even worse. So those are things to keep in mind that are really positive here, but the potholes, really bad. So if you have a nice car, like I said, you either drive it very carefully and very slowly and watch for the potholes. I don't know that there's going to be a lot done about them. They fix them, and it's very rudimentary fixing. It's patchwork. Car safety inspections and car registration. So when you come to Nova Scotia, you have to register your car within 90 days, and you switch your license within 90 days. So there are costs to do with that. Your car safety inspection, it's not very much. It's every couple of years, and it's about $25, somewhere around there. Driver's license registrations, 3 months. You have 90 days once you become a resident, and your insurance as well. You have to switch everything over. But that was in my last video. So those are a few of the things that I wanted to add to part 1. And so this is part 2, know before you go. Ladies, shoes, don't bring your nice shoes. You're not going to need them if you live in Halifax. You might be going out more. People have been dressing nice. Like when I go into town, I see that. But here in the rural side, unless you're doing date night, which we do, and I'm happy I have my shoes. But if you are going out, I mean, it's gravel roads. There's not a ton of paved roads, and you won't need your fancy shoes. So you don't have to bring them. Think sensible, think casual. Anyways, so that's it for today, and I will come at you next time with living on the ocean and living on a lake, and more of the issues with regards to building and accessing land, buying homes. So have a fantastic day. And if you enjoy my content, our content, I will try to get Greg in this somehow for the next one. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and please comment. I try to get back to everybody that comments. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.